Was everyone able to make it, who played, able to make it through the game?
Yeah, everybody health-wise was great today.
Okay. So other than Giannis, were they all able to participate today?
We didn't. All we did was film, and then we walked through some stuff. So we didn't do enough to know if anybody was hurt. But the report back from after the post health report was good last night.
Did I know pregame yesterday you had said you didn't know if Giannis went through any kind of workout? Did he?
Yeah,
kind of
he did. He did. Yeah, we went through a pretty good brisk workout today, and today is more of a maintenance day for him. So.
I guess just taking a look at the film, what did you end up coming away thinking about what you guys did?
Well, I thought we did a lot of things well. I thought our focus, the execution of our defensive game plan was particularly good overall. I thought as the game went on, we started losing our discipline, honestly. You know, and we showed them that. It's funny, every time we didn't do what we were supposed to do, that doesn't mean they made or missed. That we count them as makes. They had a lot of makes, even though some of them didn't go in. And so we just got to keep our focus throughout our possessions. There were loads that we have to load that we got into. You know, the game, the series becomes personal, and I'm just trying to explain that to our guys. Like, and it should be. You're trying to take something from them, they're trying to take something from you, but you still got to do your team stuff. You can't get into these individual personal battles. In each game, it ramps up. You know, a guy says something in the first game, and you ignore it. By the second game, you start getting irritated. By the third game, you feel like you said something about your mom or something, you know, and then you start taking it personal. You just can't do that. You got to stay in it as a focus with the team, and I think that's what we just got to keep doing throughout.
If you felt 500 with the games Giannis has missed,
yeah.
Just how much is having Portis as kind of an insurance?
Yeah.
Also, when he was in the starting line, how big is that for you at these games?
They're huge, and also in some of those games, I don't even know. In some of those games, I'm going to say Chris may have not played in some of those. Just having all the guys, and not having the thought that one guy has to take up the whole burden, you know, because there's so many things. Chris mentioned it yesterday. You know, I think when you see Giannis, everyone thinks offense, where you miss him. But what Giannis covers up for us defensively is immeasurable, and so we did a lot of that last night as a group, and I thought that was just as important.
You mentioned that first workout and stuff, Giannis face. What exactly does his treatment do any of the defense? What do you think would do? What does it look like?
I've used the line, I don't want to use it, about my name. Somebody help him. I'm not a real doctor. Yeah. So no, honestly, I don't even go in there. I could literally not tell you one thing what any of those guys do. I've learned. I just stay out of the training room. Number one, I don't want to be in there because they may make me get on the table. You've seen me walk, right? So no, I don't know, but I know even that is active stuff. I will say that. I know he's doing physical lifting and moving, but today I think he's been on the court 4 days in a row. I think today is a non-court day, maybe a better way of saying that.
When you guys played game one, especially the way Dave played, is that keep you guys, are you able to be more cautious with him as you guys continue this series? You guys keep that?
No, we want Giannis back. So when he comes back, we want him back on the floor because they're good. I mean, Indiana is good, and you know they're going to be better tomorrow, and we're going to have to be better. That's the other message today: is every team in the playoffs grows, and by the end, someone's really good. Our job is to, all right, that's over with now. Let's get better for the next game, and then let's keep getting better. That's the key for us.
You talk about them getting good shots and counting them as makes.
Yeah.
Do you look at, and they were 8 of 39 for 3.
Yeah.
Were open once they missed. I mean, do you look at it as that was, we're lucky we didn't get
No, because I thought a lot of them were rush threes. A lot of them were contested threes. We'll take those all day. But they did have a couple that were not, that they'll make, and count on them making them. That's fine. We had a bunch that we didn't make, so we look at that as even.
You talked about taking stuff away from them. Only 7 shots for Tyrese Halliburton.
Yeah.
What was key to you about you guys?
I thought Pat Beverly, Malik Beasley, in particular, did a pretty good job of denying when they could. We had some smart denials, and then we have some that we can't deny them. We have to allow them because we allowed Siakam sometimes in those denials. If you watch, Halliburton was the next guy. Siakam saw the whole floor. Like, we can't allow that either. So we have to be smarter in when we do it and when we don't do it. I thought we jammed a lot. That was particularly pretty good for us. Not letting them get it inbounds to get it up the floor. I thought that was good for us.
Was the first half an example of the times you've talked about with Giannis in particular? If it's going good, just keep doing it.
Yeah.
But not be sticky. What made me that is, like, Jay had 2 buckets, but they were wide open and he made them. Beasley only had a couple. But the ball did move.
The ball moves. Yeah, that's important. Like, if you're just watching one guy play, when that guy stops playing, the team is going to stop playing. When that guy gets it going, but you continue to still play. I mean, doing the Dame run, we also had 4 or 5 possessions where the ball went all the way around the horn. We have to keep playing. That's been the point of emphasis since I've gotten here. We can't watch guys play basketball. Everybody has to play. And that guy has to be responsible too. And I thought Dame had 3 or 4 great passes in the time that he had it going. I think that's really important. You have to do that.
When you see defenders pick up Dame like so far up, like they were doing yesterday, how do you like to attack that?
We worked on it before. I thought we did an average job. I think they denied him 20 times. I think he got it back only 10 of those times. That doesn't mean he has to get it back, but we have to go to an action. That's something we've drilled over the 4 days. We did it every day because we anticipate them doing it more, and we have to be ready for it.
One of the more unique things Tyrese does is jump passes.
Yeah.
He makes plays that way. I think you guys forced like 3 turnovers.
Yeah.
Passes last night.
Yeah.
How do you guys try to prepare for that?
Just hang time. We don't care if he jumps. We don't want it to be a line drive. All we talk about it the whole week is hang time. Like, if he throws it up and it has to get there, even if we don't get it, we can get there in time to cover the guy. But if he's throwing LeBron James, Magic Johnson bullet passes, there's nobody's going to recover from that. And so I thought our guys did a great job of getting their hands up, just making them throw it over the hands. And there was a couple we showed today where this guy, but then the next guy had his hands up, so we had to throw it over 2 sets of hands, and I thought that was good for us.
You talked about Brooke over your time, rolling hard. He was forceful around the rim.
Yes.
Whether they went in or not, obviously there was the poster. How important was that?
They're huge. They're huge. Bobby is big, right? Brooks big. When we get Giannis back, he's big. Chris Middleton at his position is big, and we have to take advantage of that. Like, we have to use that. That has to be part of our arsenal. Posting the ball, our bigs rolling, and even if they don't get it, they create action. I thought Brooke mixed it up pretty well yesterday.
We always talk about Pat Bev's IQ defensively.
Yeah.
Just how much has he meant to you guys offensively?
He's been great. He was a playmaker last night, other than the first possession where he didn't give it to Dame and decided to go one-on-one. He was great. Like, when he just stays in that zone, in that box, but it's an aggressive box for him. We want him to play. Pat Connaughton got in the paint. Malik Beasley got in the paint. Pat Beverly got in the paint. Dame started the game getting in the paint. I think the paint's really important for us. I thought in the second half we didn't get in the paint much, and I thought it showed on how we scored. So we got to keep getting to the paint.
You talked before the series about how well Indiana had rebounded against the Bucks in
Yeah.
the regular season. Why have they been so good on the boards from what you saw on tape, and how do you think it went there yesterday?
I thought we have to improve. I thought they did a good job again on the offensive glass. Now they're down, and so then you get a little more desperate and you send everybody. So that's one thing. But they're quick. They're quicker to the ball. Jimmy Johnson, that's all he's a friend, and that's all he talks about. Jimmy thinks you should just literally, because he doesn't know crap about basketball, he only knows football. But he thinks you should just get the 12 fastest guys and you can get every loose ball. There's some truth to that, but then what happens when you need skill, So, but they were out quick. They quicked us to the ball a couple times. Their guards got rebounds. We have to take those away because they do a great job when they get them. They don't shoot them. They throw them out to the 3, and they make shots. So we have to do a better job there.